What up, y'all? It is Jamba. It is 5:30 in the morning. No, I did not wake up at 5 o'clock to do this video. I'm actually up at a shift and I came here, showered, and I'm like, you know what? Let me record some videos. This is my third video. I like doing this. Um, I recently did a video talking about you. I mean, you'll see this the last one I did about like who should pay the tab, you're a man and all that. This is another video with the somewhat triggering title. It's under the same kind of dating ish umbrella. We got a black woman here. And she's a pretty looking girl. Got some nice hoop earrings. Um, and she says, fellas, well, here's what she says. She says there's nothing wrong with accepting free drinks from men at bars while in a relationship. Let me put myself in a woman's um, let me put myself in the woman's shoes. Now, would I, if I was a woman and I had titties and hair and shit and you know, and lots of lotions and shampoos and shit. If I was a woman, would I accept free drinks even if I was in a relationship? I would say no. The reason being was because if I accepted a free drink, number one, it would give that man an implication that I'm interested in him. And if I walked out of the bar or establishment, that person could potentially follow me. Maybe that person could, try to holler at me. And it's going to put myself in a situation where that person feels not obligated, but they feel like inclined to try to holler at me. Um, and if I'm in a relationship, then I would, and if I want to be loyal in that relationship, I would try to not put myself in environments to be hit on like that. And I would try to give off as much, you know, I'm taken, I'm not interested. I don't want men to solicit me for dating and offers like that. I would try to put that out there as much as I could to protect myself and to protect the relationship and the integrity and the trust between me and my partner. And I think that accepting drinks will be a violation of that. I also think that it's unfair to the person um, offering the drink. Having to spend. I mean, I'm not a drinker, so I don't, 20, $25 or whatever on a drink for a person who's already in a relationship. I think it gives the wrong impression. And I think it's a pretty selfish thing to do, so because obviously you can enjoy a drink. I mean, I understand from a selfish point of view why a woman will accept a drink, but I think it's doing a disservice to not just her boyfriend, but also to her well being, her safety, and also it's doing a disservice to the man who is buying drinks. So it's doing a disservice to three people: herself, her man, and the other guy. So I don't think it's a good idea. But maybe she has a different point of view. Maybe I might agree with her. Who knows? Let's be open minded here. Oh, this ad doesn't have any sound. Okay.
My boyfriend just asked me when I'm out with my friends if a man offers me a drink, what I do. And I'm like, I'll take the drink. And he was so surprised. He was like, what? And I'm like, well, what did you expect me to say? And he was, I thought you were going to say no. Like, when a man offers you a drink, or if a man offers you a drink, you turn it down. I'm like, no, like, I mean, there are moments where it's appropriate to turn down a drink, right? If a man is like aggressively flirting with you and you know you don't want that, turn it down. If a man walks over to you with a drink or says, I'm gonna get you a drink, I'll be right back, turning it down. I gotta see it be made. But if we are literally at the bar together and you like, what are you drinking or what do you have and I'll get it for you, absolutely. And then I set the standards or the expectation afterwards that not only are you buying a drink for me and my friends, but we're not about to sit here and talk and mingle and flirt afterwards. Like,
I think she's rationalizing. I see what she's. No, I don't really see what she's saying. Um, she's trying to find a loophole or a way for her to still accept drinks while it's not in a violation of her relationship. I guess. Um, this is just basically a finesse. I mean, we're already almost done with the video. This is kind of a finesse that she's pulling off here a little bit. Like you're gonna pay for my. It's like it's a similar thing with the last video. It's like you're gonna pay for me for my friends. And look, I'm not a at this point. I might be against this whole notion of buying a woman a drink. I think I'm at that point personally, um, for reasons I'm not going to get into. But I don't think this is still right. Let me rewind it a little bit. Maybe I missed something.
Are together and you like, what are you drinking? Moments where it's appropriate to turn out a drink, right? If a man is like aggressively flirting with you and you know you don't want that, turn it down. If a man walks over to you with a drink or says, I'm gonna get you a drink, I'll be right back, turning it down. I gotta see it be made. But if we are literally at the bar together and you like, what are you drinking or what do you have and I'll get it for you, absolutely. And then I set the standards or the
My problem with the scenario, and I'm saying this as a person, look, man, if you're in a relationship and I just don't believe in this notion of putting yourself in a situation where you're being approached by in like by men if you're in a relationship or vice versa, I guess. But it's I guess it's just different because there's not really a dynamic where you go unless you're at a strip club, but that's a completely transactional thing. But as a woman, like when you go to a bar or club, that the guy who is talking to you 9 times out of 9 is trying to get with you. Even if you try to set some sort of standard or you try to say you mention your boyfriend in passing, in the back of your fucking subconscious that he's trying to holler at you. Like what the deal is. Like we know what's going on here. So sh- she's trying to basically say, "Oh," and I'll let her finish this. Let me just let her finish, right?
the expectation afterwards that not only are you buying a drink for me and my friends, but we're not about to sit here and talk and mingle and flirt afterwards. Like, if you buy me a drink, I want you to know that you are literally just buying me a drink. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm not turning down the drink. Like, I guess that's like the whole point. My point is, I'm not turning down a free drink, especially when you get it for me and my friends. Like, for what? What do I get out of that other than no drink?
I don't know. Ladies, this is gonna be a relatively short video because I've been doing these videos have been too long. There's like a fear, this weird fear. I'm not gonna say it's a weird fear. It because there are a lot of bad men out there and bad men who do bad things. At the same time, though, this is one of those examples of just not putting yourself in the best position in regards to, yeah, we gonna get you're gonna buy me a drink and buy my friends a drink, and that's just gonna be it, right? Yeah, we got the drinks, blah 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 blah. Like, and again this finesse getting over on a guy and kind of taking advantage. And yeah, there's a lot of guys who are gonna be okay with that, but I also think at the same time that I don't think this is just a smart, safe thing to do. I think that you're kind of playing with that man a little bit because you know why that man is buying you a drink, despite even if you tell him that this is all it is, he's still in the you're still kind of like toying with that whole you're toying with him. And it doesn't make sense to toy with people who y'all perceive as dangerous. If we're gonna go with this notion that all men are potential bad people or dangerous or what have you, then why fuck with them and why toy with them and why take advantage of them? Think about it. I'm gonna leave y'all with this just for 2 seconds. If if there's this idea that men can be potential abusers or what have you, and that they're potentially dangerous, which let's just concede, then why, if there is no interest there from you in that sort of way to even have a conversation or talk with that person or what have you, and it's just the I just why even do that? Why even toy with that idea? I just don't. That's what I don't understand. That's what kind of bothers me about it. I just think that if you're in a relationship and I mean, even if you're not in a relationship, this is not something that you should do. I think you should only accept a drink from somebody who you have potential interest in, to as a just because even then that person can still be dangerous, or that person can still, you know what I'm saying. So I don't know, I just don't think this is smart. I would advise against this. I would advise against this. But this has been another Jamba reaction video. Like, subscribe. What did you think? Do you accept drinks, ladies? Do you accept drinks from dudes that you have no interest in? Or if you're in a relationship, is it hey, it's just a free drink? And look, I don't even think anything is gonna what necessarily happen to somebody like this if they keep doing it. I just think that it's not okay from a moral standpoint. But yeah, I'll be back soon.